All right, so this is my daughter's 2017 Cadillac XT5, and it's been set in code, stabilitrac, ABS. I thought it was probably the battery. I pulled it into the garage, and just in time, it wouldn't start. I couldn't even get it to read codes because it wouldn't turn on. So it's obviously the battery. I'm going to replace that today. And the first thing I'm going to do is you got to unhook this little deal right here. If I can get my fingers on it. It's 20 degrees out today. Of course, picked a good day, but so I'm going to unhook the negative terminal first. Then there's a little clip here. And there's a little clip here that opens this up. And it looks like I'm going to have to take these 4 bolts off here, and probably this bolt, and of course the positive lead. So I'll get my wrenches. Oh, and I've got to take this stabilizer bar off. Oh, and there is down there a battery mount. Gotta take that off too. Get my wrenches and we'll get this thing out of here. All right, so the negative lead was a 10 millimeter. So I expect the positive will probably be the same. Just so I don't have any arcing, I taped it because it keeps wanting to slip back over the top of the battery while I'm taking off the positive. So get busy on this other side. But just a note here, I did take a picture of this, but as you can see, these are marked. That says 8, and that says 7, that's 6, and that's 5. So they are marked, so you don't get them mixed up. I take a picture anyway, just for good measure. So these bolts are 13 millimeters, and this is an 11. So that'll be 13 as well. All right. I stand corrected, these are 10s. I said 11. And you gotta watch out when you take this one off, because there's a little, if you took this bolt off all the way, it's not focusing on me. If you took this bolt off all the way, there's a little piece down there that would drop. But you don't really need to take it off. Once I loosened it, I got the positive battery cable off of there. So you can see there's a piece under there that if you took that screw off completely, you could lose that little piece. So I took this stabilizer bar loose, and it's connected here on this side. It looks like I'm going to have to sort of lift up on this. I don't know if I'm going to have to loosen something or not. Nope, I don't. All right, so I'm going to pop that off of there. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to put it back down on that bar. There, you can see it better now. I just lifted this up just so that bar doesn't drop down and get down in there and I can't get back to it. Lighting's a bit of a problem in the garage. I put this bolt back on because it looks like I could lose that fuse when I flop this over, but I wasn't getting this off. So what I discovered, there's some clips. I don't know if you can see them, but there's some clips back here. Let me get my hand back in there. And I'll probably have to get a screwdriver and kind of pop them, but there's clips on the other side of this thing. I can see them a little bit because this thing's pretty rigid and it wasn't popping off, so I realized They're back there, so I gotta, I don't know if you can see, it's too dark in here, but I'm gonna have to pop those off before I can fold this over. So there was one over here. Again, I gotta get my light better. There was one over here on this side. It's not wanting to focus, that I had to pop off. And then there's one back here that I gotta pop off. That was a little trickier than it should have been. See what I'm talking about? There's two clips on the back. I can only see one. And two on the, I guess that's the side of the battery. You can see. And then there was two clips on the back of the battery. And I did not know that there's also a little clippy here, but that didn't really bother anything. So I should be able to get the battery out. I got this, as you can see here, I just laid it back over this way and out of the way, and should be able to lift the battery out. Now I got everything loose. Sorry about the lighting issue here. The battery. So you can see better now what I was dealing with. And I left these bolts on here, by the way, because I'm afraid I was going to lose these fuses when I peeled this back. So once I got all that loose and unclipped, time to get the new battery. All right, so here we are out in the light, and you can see I got the battery in. It started right up, no codes. Now you can see a little bit better what I was dealing with, getting those clips off, but that was the problem. Good luck.